Is that for you? Is that for you? Oh, that's so good. Oh, that's so good. Hey, friendlies, it's Carolyn and Capone, and welcome back to our RV life. I'm going to take a break from settling in today to share a couple of updates, announcements, and requests with you today, all right? So stay tuned. This is kind of a real-time update, just kind of talking about talking about stuff and announcing a contest and an opportunity to camp with me. So stay tuned. But first, couple of updates on my life, and I'm taking a break from moving in, still getting settled in to the new RV, and those videos, I'm still working hard on editing them, and I have the next one for you, my first night in the new RV, that's coming out Wednesday night, so stay tuned for that, and if you haven't already subscribed, be sure to subscribe, and I've got a lot of really fun, just kind of moving in, getting settled into the new RV videos, and I've been in her for a couple weeks now, and I've got some ideas about some upgrades I want to make and things like that, and so those videos will be spread out over the coming months. So, things like putting up the sticky tile in the kitchen and redoing the floors. So, I will be doing all of that and videoing it. So again, just join our friendly community and stay tuned for those videos. So the first thing I want to announce is that I do have a name. 99.9% sure I have a name for her, but I'm still kind of sitting on it for a couple of days and thinking about it before I make a formal announcement about what her name is. And I'll give you a hint, not one of you has guessed. So yeah, we're going to have a brand new, very unique name with a story behind it, of course, because it had everything, because she has to have a story. So just like Matilda had a story behind her. So if you don't know the story of why I named Matilda, click up here. I'll put a link to that video, my very first video in which I explained how Matilda got her name. The second thing I want to talk about, and it's a reminder and a friendly ask. Someone, and I'm sorry, I don't know what your name is because I deleted the comment as soon as I saw it. Someone saw me yesterday out and about in town running my errands and came to YouTube and said, hey, I saw you in so-and-so city today. Didn't say hi because I didn't want to bother you. So a couple things about that. Number one, I love meeting you. Please don't be afraid to come up and say hi. I have videos that I didn't even make yet of traveling across the country of the people that I met. I met a guy named Bob in the Little Lake campground one night, and as he drove through, a couple hours later, I'm inside cooking and I heard Carolyn, and I was like, oh shoot, he knows who I am. And we had a really nice conversation. And, we hung out, we talked for a while. He went back to his camp and, we waved as we passed each other by, and it was very friendly and very nice. So I don't mind meeting people, and also I want to say everybody I have met has been extremely respectful of my space and my boundaries. And I really, really appreciate that. Most people are going to be. So number one, please, if you see me out and about, and as a matter of fact, I'm going to do something very soon I've been thinking about to kind of incent you and encourage you to say hi to me, and I'll announce that in the coming months. The other thing is, if you do see me, please don't go public with it. You can say, hey, I saw you today at Home Depot. That's fine, but please don't name the city, the street, the location, the address. I am behind on my videos on purpose because I don't want people to know where I am for, number one, for safety, and number two, I now have 50,000 subscribers. By the way, 50,000 subscribers. Thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you all so much. And I literally get dozens, maybe 100 requests every week, every month to people who want to meet me. And that is extremely, I'm sitting here doing this. That's extremely overwhelming to me and a little unnerving to me. So I have to put boundaries in place and protect myself. And, I live in an RV because I like my solitude. I like being alone. So when it is announced to the whole world where I am, not only could that potentially be a dangerous situation for me, it could also just mean I have people kind of, driving through my camp, knocking on my door, and that's just not something I want. So I hope that if you do see me, you'll come and say hi, and you'll also keep it to yourself or send me an email and say, hey, I saw you in so-and-so today. Really, the best case scenario is just to come up and say hi. I love meeting people, okay? So that brings me to kind of part one of my second announcement. I will be in Ehrenberg, Arizona very soon, and I look forward to seeing people there and meeting people and kind of camping all together, with the whole nomadic culture and getting involved in that. I'm heading that way. I'm just not quite there yet. So I probably after Christmas, I will be there, and I look forward to meeting people and saying hi and kind of walking around in a really relaxed, much smaller group in Ehrenberg than we'll be at the RTR. And of course, I'm also going to be at the RTR. And that brings me to the contest. So, as you know, those of you who've been following me for a while, I'm kind of like not the most social person. I'm not like a social butterfly. I live in an RV in the woods, in the wilderness, mostly by myself. I'm actually been camping with a friend now for a few days, and I choose people to travel with here and there, but not very often. I really do enjoy my solitude, and I've been trying to figure out how to balance that with this whole YouTube thing and having this very large community of people who want to meet me. And, I've said it before, it's overwhelming. And I'm just now kind of starting to really grasp that I'm kind of a reality TV show and that people get excited about me being close to their town, and want to meet me, want to have coffee with me, want to invite me to dinner. I can't explain, and I don't know that it would be easy to understand just how challenging that has been for me to kind of wrap my head around. And I've said before, and I don't mean this, and I hope you can understand when I say that, you all see me, I share my life, I'm here on the screen and I'm animated and I'm talking and I've shared some pretty personal things with you. And I do that because I do want to connect with you, but my connection is here. And I understand, though, that a lot of you really feel like you know me and really feel like you want to invite me into your lives. And I love that connection, but at the same time, I also kind of don't know what to do with it when we take it out of this environment and want to put it in the real world. Does that make sense? That really is a little overwhelming to me. And so when people I don't know, I've never seen you, or I've seen your name a couple times, we've shared a couple comments, want to meet me, it freaks me out a little bit. I'm just not a social butterfly. So yeah, being here, talking to, thousands of people every day, I'm just sitting here talking to a camera and then people comment, So it's just kind of a very strange dynamic, but I do want to meet people. I'm just trying to figure out where that all fits into my life. It's just a very strange thing. I didn't really move into an RV thinking I was going to make YouTube videos. And so I'm still adjusting to all of this. And I hope that makes sense. And I hope that you understand. And I hope that you're not offended by any of that. But what I have done is tried to put boundaries around how I meet people so that I can protect myself, not only physically, but also just mentally and spiritually and all those things, and being able to make sure that I get all of the solitude and alone time I need, and also just balance that with wanting to meet you, who have been wonderful, inspiring, encouraging supporters of mine. And one of the ways that I have done that, well, number one is I'm going to be in Ehrenberg for I think a week at least before the RTR. So I look forward to meeting a lot of you there, just kind of in a very casual setting as I'm camped there, and meet a lot of you around camp. The other way is a meet and greet like I did last year at the RTR. So I will be hosting another meet and greet at the RTR. It'll be the Sunday that I'm doing the boondocking thing, I think the 14th, and it'll be like a campfire at night. I'm actually thinking about extending that, and I think I will. I think I'll extend that maybe from like 3 to 8 or something like that, and maybe do kind of like an open house bonfire thing, but stay tuned for details on that. The other way that I'm going to meet you and kind of reach out and connect with you is by teaching that boondocking class. I have agreed to teach the how to boondock at bobwellscheaprvliving.com RTR in Quartzite next month. And so that's another way. And finally, the other way is that for my $100 patrons, I have put together a weekend boondocking retreat, I'm calling it. And that's where you come in. So my $100 patrons are going to get a weekend with me. It's going to be Friday, the January 5th through Sunday, January 7th at a location that I have not yet decided upon, but it'll be like within 75 miles of Quartzite. Something that I set up just for my $100 patrons, a couple close friends. It's going to be a very intimate gathering. We're all just going to camp together. You must be fully self-contained, bring your own food, bring your own shelter. I'm not providing anything but the location and the group and the company. And, we'll have morning coffees together. We'll have some bonfires together. We'll have some hikes. And so we'll really get to know in an intimate, personal setting that won't be quite so overwhelming for me and hopefully for you. We'll really get to know one another. I'm thinking no more than 8 or 9 people. So I'm going to give one of you a chance to win a weekend boondocking retreat with me and a small group. And here's how you enter. Number 1, you have to like this video. Number 2, you have to share your favorite Carolyn's RV Life video on your Facebook or your Twitter account. So yes, I'm sorry, this is only open to people who have active Facebook and Twitter accounts. And you must make sure the video is for public, not just for your friends. So then you're going to put in the comments, put a link to your Facebook or your Twitter profile with the hashtag Boondock. Okay? So number 1, like this video. Number 2, share your favorite Carolyn's RV Life video on Facebook or on Twitter. Number 3, put a link to your Facebook or Twitter account once you have shared the video with the hashtag Boondock. I'm going to be accepting entries until Christmas Eve. That's December 24th, 2019, and I will announce the winner on Christmas Day on December 25th. That's next Monday, December 25th. Sometime that day, I will be announcing the winner of the Boondocking Weekend in that video. For the complete set of rules and regulations for this contest, please see the description. YouTube is in no way affiliated, nor do they endorse this contest. Okay, so 1 viewer, and I'm really excited. It'll be a really fun time. Just kind of hang out and get to know one another and camp in an intimate setting, and it'll be a lot of fun. So one of you are going to get to join me, my $100 patrons, and a couple friends in a wonderful boondocking location somewhere on BLM land in Arizona on January 5th through January 7th. It'll be a lot of fun. All right, so start sharing videos and be sure to post a link to your social media profile. I will be verifying that you shared a video in order for you to win. Thank you so much. I hope that I see you either at the Boondocking Retreat for the lucky winner or in Ehrenberg at the RTR. I am really looking forward to meeting you all, shaking your hands, giving you a hug, saying thank you. 50,000 subscribers in just a little over a year. Yay. Look at the smile. I'm pretty in awe of all of this and pretty still a little overwhelmed. Like I said, I am just now starting to realize that somebody called me, a couple people have said that you're better than reality TV, or you're what reality TV should have been, or and then got away from. So that really kind of just made me realize that a lot of people are turning to YouTube for their entertainment, and I'm it. I'm entertainment for a lot of people, and it's fun. I'm having a lot of fun with the videos. So many of you have noticed that my editing skills are improving. I'm having so much fun learning new editing skills and practicing and trying out new things, and just really having fun with it. And to know that you are entertained by the work that I put into it, and just sharing the stories that I share with you, and sharing my journey, not only living in an RV, but my journey as a person, as a woman, as someone who has struggled and been challenged with things in my life that that many of us are now starting to talk about. And, you know, it's just so rewarding. So thank you all so much. I do hope to meet you very soon. My face hurts from smiling so much. Thank you so much. I will see you soon. In the meantime, be happy, be free, and be kind. I'll see you soon. Look. My best friend. Look at him. Can you see him? Hang on. Yeah. Look at him. He's hanging out with me. You hanging out with Mom? Yes. He seems to do that. A couple of you have noticed that. Nose facing that way. Keeping an eye out on things. Make sure nobody sneaks up behind me while I'm talking to you. Huh, bud? You good boy, huh? We'll see you soon.